Yeah. What's going on? Uncle Bo Cow in the building.
Which video am I supposed to be sharing?
It should say live.
I see it now.
Okay. Mrs. Bo Cow's on the computer. And yeah, I think I started 1 minute early or 2 minute early. I don't know. We are doing a giveaway live. So the people that entered the seed giveaway contest, yeah, they got to be present and they got to comment their YouTube or their Instagram handle. So this one is a hybrid. What do I got here? 1 year anniversary. We have a 1 year. This is a year-old bottle of Monster Mash. We're going to be tasting this tonight, along with, in the tradition of the channel, we're going to be reviewing pods, all brand new pods that we've never tried before. Y'all already know. Mrs. Bokow is going to be over here joining me in about 2 minutes, so stay tuned. What's up, Arch? How you doing, brother? Arch Dog in the building. Hit that like and share if you want.
I'm recording the picture if you don't believe it.
Yeah, I'll delete it as soon as I'm done. I can't do it, the two things at once. What's up, Sergeant Dunn? Sergeant Dunn said he's going live in 1 hour. That works out perfect. Guys, once we're done with this video, hop over and watch Sergeant Dunn. Today is his 2-year anniversary. Happy anniversary, Sergeant Dunn. 2 years since he has been in business. Y'all need to go to sergeantdunnbeefjerky.com and grab you some jerky. Top notch. Ink Gardner in the building. What's up? All right. Mrs. Bokow's going to be joining me. Yeah, thank you. So it's been 1 year. I'll start the story out. I'll go ahead and just kind of tell the story. And then Mrs. Bokow, when she comes and joins me, we're going to be reviewing some pods. And we're going to be tasting this 1-year-old Monster Mash. And I'm going to call it on this. And I haven't had this with the gold top in a long time, at least 6-7 months. But I'm going to call it that I believe this is probably a little bit milder, but it tastes better. So thank you, Ink Gardner. All right, and we got a giveaway too. I'll grab the seeds and I'll show them off and whatnot. But I got all the names here cut out on pretty strips of paper. And we're doing this as it's a seed giveaway. It's like 30 packs of seeds. What it is it's stuff that I bought last year. Seeds that I never got around to planting because I had too much. And just like this year, I got seeds galore for next year. There's no way I'm planting even a half of them. So I don't like my seeds to get old. So I give them away. Also, the Get Joed winner for the 2022 contest, first place, goes to Miller Time Family Foods and Gardening, Chris Miller. And I had nothing to do with being a judge at all on that. Okay? The judges all they received is the pictures of the pods. And Chris got a cool purple cross of something we don't know. We didn't review that pepper last year. So it's probably something that cross-pollinated. And he got some kind of weird, new, cool-looking pepper. And he won first prize with that. We did the announcement on that yesterday. So let's start from the beginning. How did Uncle Bokow all come about? You guys have probably heard the story, but my nephew started calling me Uncle Bokow. And I made some hot sauce, and I sent a bottle up to my brother in New York, and I tagged him on Facebook in a picture of the hot sauce and said, Uncle Bokow's coming to burn you. And then I made the logo, and that was it. The rest is history. So we last year, the first ever time Chastity got cap cramps, and our first time we met a chili head was Bella down at Pucker Butt Pepper Company. We went down there and we tried a bunch of sauces. Mrs. Bokow puked outside on the sidewalk. She hadn't ate any breakfast and she got cap cramps her first time. And we bought a whole bunch of really hot sauces, good sauces. And came back home. I had actually started my first batch of Monster Mash. I think it was a day. I came out of the ferment the day before that. I finished it after that. I know that was it. We got back, yeah, and because just messing around, and we were looking for super hots. We found somebody local that had them, and then we started finding people on the internet, and we started the channel. Okay, so I told you we met Bella, got some sausage. Here, honey, go ahead. I'm gonna let you sit. I'm gonna get up and get the seeds and do a bunch of moving around. Mrs. Bull Cow is in the building. All right, so we ended up going to the North Carolina hot sauce contest and chili eating competition 1 year ago today, September 11th. And Mrs. Bulka was able to get into the chili eating competition, and she did good. And we met Johnny Scoville and did a little video with him and took some pictures and stuff. And, we just went from there. And so basically, yesterday we went back to it, and they had the same crap. The hot pepper eating contest was even worse. Giant jalapenos. We had like 8-9 people tap out from trying to swallow big chunks of peppers. So that's how it all started. So anyways, we
You mean tap out when I did?
yeah, she tapped
There's a lot more people than that in the contest.
Yeah, most of the people tapped out when she did. They just basically couldn't swallow big chunks of vegetables. So it was BS. It was nonsense. And she's not going to train for that contest again. It's that simple. So. Ever. No, it was a waste of time. It was even worse this year. Last year, they at least let him get to a Reaper.
I didn't even get to burn.
No, she didn't even get burned at all.
And I'm going to stop doing this chili stuff, too. All these, pod challenge and everything. I've gained 20 pounds this year for no reason.
Yeah, she did. We've both gained a lot of weight from eating so much potatoes. But anyways, with that being said, on September 11th last year, we uploaded the video because we couldn't upload it straight to Facebook because Facebook doesn't like long format or something about it. We uploaded it to YouTube. This is an old channel. It's just since I started Google, and I had nothing. I deleted everything off of it. We uploaded it to YouTube just to be able to download it so we could put it on Facebook.
I just meant I'm going to stop eating burning for video. I'm still going to eat pods with my food all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
Because I like it.
So basically, we uploaded that video on YouTube, and it did pretty good. I mean, it got 150 views the first day, and I was like, wow, I thought that my channel was shadow banned, It is. For some reason, that video did well, though. And about a week later, we decided, let's do a pod review. So we reviewed a Papa Dreddy. And the pepper, we ate one a week before, and it was fresh.
Archdog. Last year when I did the competition, I wasn't even a chili head. I've never even eaten super hot peppers at that point, as far as I can remember. Maybe I'd been eating them a week. So I was completely unprepared last year. This year, I think I could have won if it was actually a normal hot pepper eating contest. I mean, since Johnny Scoville or Bella didn't show up, I think I could have beat whoever.
Yeah, and let me tell you something.
There wasn't anybody there with the crazy tolerance, and my tolerance is very high. So.
Well, if Johnny Scoville was there yesterday, he would have lost that contest. Because Johnny can't.
Yeah, he would have.
He can't eat jalapenos that big
I've seen
in
his
30
competitions.
seconds.
He lost to the Queen once because of the speed.
Right. So
they weren't eating giant pepper. They were eating smaller peppers.
And the guy that won ain't even a chili head. Think about that. So
you don't have to be a chili head to win that contest.
No, you have to be a competitive foodie. So you have to be somebody like the people that swallow whole hot dogs and stuff like that. It's sad.
Which is hardly ever going to happen for a woman because women, our throats are half the size of men. It's not just for a woman, it's not just tough. You can't just tough it out and do it. I mean, our throats are just not but so big.
Right.
I'm sure there's some women that could do it.
Let's get into let's eat some pods and we'll talk more about the channel. So we've never had any of these. These are from Simon. Thank you, Simon. Provided some pods to us that we never tried before. You want the half with the stem or the half without the stem?
For example, when I was not a Christian, I used to go to the bar with friends, and like I had a friend that could drink a whole pitcher in maybe like 1 second. But that friend was the biggest friend I had. He was probably 6'6" and had his neck this big. So somebody like that, of course, they can freaking swallow like freaking 30 jalapenos in a minute or something, depending. Like, but it really does matter on the size of your body.
So habanada, nada. In other words, no heat. It looks like a habanero. It's juicy, but it doesn't have the fruity, like it doesn't have the tropical taste because there's no heat to it. So, not a bad pepper, just don't really taste like anything. But yeah.
I like it. I think it does taste like something.
Yeah,
It's fruity and sweet. And what else do you want? And a little bit citrusy.
You're catching it live here. New pepper reviews that we've never tried.
It's not very spicy, but
no, there's no heat to it.
I mean, it's way better than. There's a tiny bit of heat to it. It's like a jalapeno heat.
There's another one we've never tried. This is an Aji Mango.
This is great though. It's kind of like.
We've had the Aji Lemon Drop.
I mean, if you don't want spicy, but you want a slight pepper flavor and some really good flavor, this is really good. I would feed this to my daughter. She might like it.
What's up, Eat My Shorts?
Hey.
You want to know? Oh, the Aji Mango's got a little bit of heat to it. Definitely tastes better than an Aji Lemon Drop. Wait till you try this.
This is kind of similar to Aji Lemon Drop in heat too, and it tastes way better too.
Wow. That's good. Wait till you try this. That's going to blow your mind. That's an Aji Mango. So, Heat My Shorts. Glad you're here, Steve. So, Steve Gillespie, Heat My Shorts. I'm going to tell you about how the YouTubers that we've seen. So, we didn't know anybody. What's up, brother? From Boston. All right. So,
Hello.
Hey, check this out. That's got some heat to it. I like it. What do you think of that? Better than Aji Lemon Drop, right? I think so.
Way better.
Way better, yes.
But it still has that Aji Lemon Drop flavor that kind of funky.
A little bit,
in a good way, though. I mean, Aji Lemon Drops are great.
We do got to be careful. We got to be careful, guys.
Like
we didn't prep at all for this.
They have a certain flavor that's... Then it has that certain flavor, but more fruity. And more sweet.
Let's get into some sauce. So I called it, I believe... That's half Aji Lemon Drop, right? I don't know. I don't know the...
It has to be. It tastes exactly like Aji Lemon Drop. If it had a baby with a really good tasting habanero or something.
The first chili had to ever get his hands on this sauce was Johnny Scoville.
So fruity.
1 year old.
It tastes like an Aji Lemon Drop. My bad.
Oh, okay. I knew there was going to be a pop, but I wanted them to hear it. That's all. All right, guys. So, 1 year old bottle of Monster Mash. Now, this was refrigerated most of the time. I'm calling that's going to be milder, but it's going to taste better.
You got a cracker?
Yeah.
I don't like hot sauce by itself usually.
I'll give you some of the cracker, but let's... Oh, yeah.
The only hot sauce I've ever liked by itself is maybe a fruity one and his yellow Monster Mash.
It's not milder. I was dead wrong.
I love Monster Mash too, Heat My Shorts.
Woo! That hot sauce got hotter. Let me get you a cracker.
Steven, my bad. Arch Dog watches your show.
I had crackers right here. Did you eat
Yeah,
them
we
all?
like Steven's show.
Did you eat them all? Did you eat the crackers that were here?
Eliza probably did. Dang, I'm not the only person in the house.
I'm just asking because I left some for you.
No, I didn't. I'm sure she did, though. I saw her carrying the bag. It's okay if you don't have none.
I got some. So it's hotter, but it's definitely more rounded. Like it tastes more... It's not as sharp as
I have no idea if it's changed. I don't remember what it used to taste like, but it's good.
No, that's a year-old batch.
I'm sure it probably did change, but I mean, I can't know
Well,
that.
it don't change.
I
It
didn't
just
eat it then.
it doesn't change. But sometimes when you put
Well,
sauces in the
when
fridge,
things age, they usually get
Right.
better.
usually I thought
I
that they
can't
would
tell.
get milder, but some people say here. There's some
What's that,
crackers.
pickles?
Jimmy Pickles in the building. So
I should start bringing my sugar glider on the show like you bring Maggie on your show, Steve.
so here's the thing.
Oh, during the pepper eating contest,
Seed orders. All right.
one of my sugar gliders was on my back. Nobody knew it though.
That is incredible. So guys, after sitting in the fridge for 1 year sealed, this is hotter. Okay. Does it taste better? I think it tastes. It's the same. You would know you're eating Monster Mash, but I think it's smoother in a way. Like it's more balanced. Like when I put out the other Monster Mashes, people, I just send them right out. So but I mean I've had them sitting on the table for like a month, 2 months. I have like I have some I keep in the fridge also, but it's really
This
weird.
is aged.
It's aged.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really
It
good.
reminds me of Monster Mash with a hint of Tabasco,
I don't know.
something.
It's definitely hotter.
What? It's just good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's just I don't know.
See, here's the thing. When we do sauces, okay, and Gardner they're making a good wing sauce right now. So here's the thing. With this, don't eat too much because we got pods to eat still.
It's good.
All right, so here's the thing with this. Now, one more bite,
It's good.
and we got to move on to something else. All right, here's the thing with this. We
It had to have gotten better.
It's just yeah. Well, it's with these mash sauces like this. You got to understand. I use organic, minced, dehydrated garlic, and I put that in last. Okay, for one, and for two, there's seeds in there. My sauce are mashed, so there is flavors that do not come out. Lone Star, what's up? That do not come out until it sits for a while. So it's actually like the flavor profile can change just a little bit.
I hope you have more old bottles.
No, it's the only one. We saved it for a year.
You saved it for me.
No, for me. We'll split it. All right, guys. So let's get back to the topic. Heat My Shorts. He is one of the first people we've seen, although we didn't watch him regularly. Late for work in the building. So let's go down the line of the YouTubers. Start from the beginning, before we even had a channel. Shahina, I talked to her online a few times. We watched the UK Chili Queen years ago.
No, he did. I've never ever saw her until last year.
Okay. Anyways, I seen her. I talked to her online a couple times. I had liked her page years ago. I watched her on YouTube.
I didn't even know anything about chili community until last year.
Then, through her, we heard of Johnny Scoville, and then we had watched Johnny Scoville, and then right before we met Bella, we actually seen Bella in that eating contest, and so we met Bella.
Did we meet Bella after?
We met her a
went to the
week.
contest?
No, we met her right before. We actually seen Bella in that chili eating contest and met her a week later.
No. I'm talking about before or after the contest I was in.
Bella before. Okay.
Then we met Johnny.
Johnny Scoville, right? We already been watching Johnny's channel pretty heavy at that point, but we knew no other chili heads but those two, and we knew of
we just live right by them.
Yeah, and we knew of UK Chili Queen, but we did watch Steve a couple times.
You used to talk to Chili Queen though. You talked to her before anybody on
Right? Yeah, Chili Queen. I've known her for a long
Never
time.
talked to her. Don't
but
know
I
her,
didn't know
not
there was
friends with
even
her.
a culture of this whole chili thing at all.
Me either.
So now, go back. We'll say this. There are some people that are in the chili community. You guys know I hate that word. Now that I knew before, but we'll say this. The first people that, like, when we first started the channel, so we did a couple pepper reviews. They were getting 5 views, 10 views, 15 views. of course, Tony Reeves and Chris Miller Time were the first two people that were like commenting on our videos on a regular basis. We started watching Grizzly Heat, and me and Grizz became friends on Facebook. Me and Miller became friends on Facebook. So then Kevin Kono, he came in, and he's always been a good. Thank you, Kevin, so much. Thank you, everybody. But I want to give a special shout out to Kevin, because Kevin has been there from the beginning, or pretty close to it, and he has been a regular supporter of the channel, and he's really just been there, man. I mean, Kevin is awesome. That's right, guys. And so Steve, we started watching Steve way before. Hey, Jim Pickles, tell Pickles how we fall in love with Pickles. We're gonna get to that. Trust me, we didn't forget about Mr. Pickles. So, but we started. So this was last September, and we started reviewing pods, and we got tore up. I mean, we got wrecked off of some peppers. I'll tell you that. And
yeah, we'd never had any super hots. We just sometimes find ghost peppers, and they were hard to find.
Yeah, we couldn't.
And
I
wasn't eating any peppers for like 10 years, because I couldn't find. I used to go to a Thai restaurant. I didn't go anymore. I didn't live there anymore. Then he started. Then I didn't meet him for 5 more years. Then longer than that. But when I met him, he was eating habaneros because we couldn't find anything out in the grocery store, and they tasted like trash. I wouldn't touch them. When he would get dried ghost peppers, I would eat those, but we hardly ever had them. We didn't know we could find them on Facebook. We didn't know where to find them. So we were happy to learn about this stuff, because we want to eat hot stuff. We are foodies. We spend a lot of time cooking. He's a chef. I cook all the time. I've always cooked all the time. I've started cooking at a very young age, and my grandma was a caterer and like the best cook I've ever met, and fell in love with food through her. And
Espicante in the building.
And she grew jalapenos when I was growing up, and hot, decent hot ones. And my uncle grew jalapenos, and my uncle was like. He's like a self-proclaimed gypsy. He lives in every state in the U.S., so he has an eclectic food palate. And so even at the young age, before there's all these different demographics moved into the area, I was eating hot stuff because of my uncle. And then my best friend, who's dead now, I lived right beside her. We were the same age. She would eat Texas Pete on everything. So like around 7 or 8 years old, I'd be going over to her house after school. We'd be eating grits with cheese on them and just loading on the Texas Pete. And then we carried around Texas Pete packets in our pockets and ate them like candy. Like instead of candy, we never ate candy. We ate Texas Pete packets. So and he started eating peppers at a young age, but we just didn't know where to find these things.
Yeah, we didn't think to check on Facebook. And then I'll tell you this, guys.
I'm from a white family. I look like I'm from a family that would eat hot stuff, but I'm not.
Before I ever bought any super hots off the internet or anything.
What is that?
It's supposed to be. It's a purple. It's a purple UFO. So no, they don't have any heat. It's like really strong red pepper flavor. So, anyways, I seen Johnny Scoville review the NK Hellhammer. So I sent Nick Kemps a message and asked him how much for a box of peppers, and he told me $30, and I ghosted him. I was like, hell no, $30 for a little box of peppers? I'm like, these freaking chili head people are crazy. I had no clue how much they cost.
No, he's charging $30.
Yeah, well, I haven't, but I've sold a couple boxes earlier on, but yeah, and that's exactly. But it's inflation now. Last year everything was still cheap. I mean, still pretty cheap, but so I didn't even know. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, this guy's he's a scoundrel.
We didn't know that his peppers were worth it by far.
Well, yeah, he's got good peppers, but still in all, I was like, no, hell no. So then I found somebody local that was giving them to me for $25 a pound.
We got to shout out all the people we bought peppers from too. Ian Gardner.
All right, let's go back. We're going in a timeline here. So we're reviewing pods. Miller, Tony.
You hid the monster mash?
No, you got it. We're eating some pods first. You can have more of that after. Kevin, Grizz. Then all of a sudden, so then I get into the pepper group. So I'm going to talk about pickles and stuff here in 1 minute. But I was in the Pepper Freaks ! Group. and it's huge. And I added all these people, and that's where I started the Get Joe contest we just announced the winner yesterday. So this has been going on for a while. Started in that group. All of a sudden, somebody adds me to this group, Learn and Burn. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I go in there, and who do I see? Tammy and Mike.
And I'm like, already knew Tammy. He'd been
I know Tammy for 10 years, man. And I said, wait a second. I said,
I remember him saying, hey, this girl that used to, we can say what she used to do, right?
She was a big time fighting for our freedoms, and she's a storm to be reckoned with. Let me tell you that. But anyways, Adolf Zuckerberger does not like her. So her page disappeared. And it's crazy because me and Chassie were just talking about this. I'm talking about I don't know if it was a day or a week, but right before I went in that group, we were talking about people that we used to always see their posts and we never did anymore. So we actually searched for some people, and and one of them was you, Tammy. Tammy, I was like, whatever happened to Tammy? And I was like, I ain't seen her post in a while and stuff. And so, yeah, the Zuckerberger, she got zucked over. But anyways, yeah, so then but I'll tell you something, and this is the one thing is any kind of community movements that you can get into can get you stressed out or can anything, whatever the case may be. And I see a lot of people, gardening and stuff. This is a lot of work, what we do, man, but it's still therapeutic and it's still good for you. And I seen Tammy in there and Mike, and they're just happy and teaching people about growing tink making. I didn't know what tincture was. All of a sudden I see all these people and I'm like, what the heck? So we'll get to that. The first tank we ever tried too was crazy. That was
Grizz.
It was Grizz. Grizz sent us our first tank, the Grizzly Reaper, and we appreciate that.
And we were terrified.
We were terrified of it.
We weren't literally terrified, but we were like, what's gonna happen? We were so bewildered of what we needed to be prepared for because we never had it. We had no idea what it was gonna be like.
So, anyways, around that time, that's when we met Pickles, Pepper Freaks. They ended up kicking me out of their group because I'm friends with Pickles and bought seeds from Jimmy Pickles.
Oh no, he did a Jimmy Pickle pepper review.
Yeah, I did some reviews for Pickles. Heck yeah, man.
And that's how I found out about them was from Pepper Freaks.
Yeah, so these guys like to run their mouth. Listen, these guys like to run their mouth. Let me tell you something. I was a DJ for years. I know about this, okay? I know about this stuff. Any press is good press. 50 Cent bootlegged his own album. He released it and let everybody bootleg, and that's what made him famous. He wasn't trying to hold his album.
Marketing genius.
Right, like these other guys try to hold their album and keep it top secret, and a couple songs get leaked and they want to sue everybody. I'm from the streets, man. Hip hop, you become famous from bad press. That's exactly how it works. So these guys were running their mouth about Pickles, and I went and said, let me go check out Pickles. Now, I heard Johnny Scoville mention his name before, and I went and I seen he had isolated seeds. I said, guess what? I'm buying them. I bought them. He gave me free stuff. I bought some more and gave me more free stuff. Then he sent me a bunch of powders to review. We talk all the time.
So we would have never heard about him if it wasn't for people talking crap about him. So keep that in mind, people, because, whatever.
Talk crap about...
Brush your shoulders off. Somebody talks crap about
Fat shame me.
Everybody's going to talk crap about somebody sometime. Speaking of that, Steve. People were slandering Steve, but guess what? It's going to come back on them.
He got like 100 subs after that. What?
And it just makes us love you, love you, think about you more and love you more. The ones that know that that's a lie.
Wait, what are you eating? You ain't even telling what kind of pepper that is.
I know you're too slow.
Aji White Lightning.
I don't know the names.
This is a good one. That's better than the Aji Mango or the other one. All right, so let's get on. After that, lo and behold. So we met Ink Gardner, or met back up with Ink Gardner, however you want to look at it. Found out they got amazing products, started getting hooked on their stuff. And then we met Late for Work and Scoville Unit. And Sergeant Dunn around that time, we kind of heard of all of them around the same time. But Jason had posted something. Does anybody want to do a trade? And he had the Gollum tank. And that was one of his first ones, I believe. And I said, yeah, man, we'll do a trade up.
I didn't hear that. I didn't remember that name, but that's a good name.
What, the Gollum? Oh, she never got to try any of that because I have it at work. So anyways, so the Gollum, yeah, we sent some. He sent Gollum and some kitchen sink, tank, and that was the original. Yes, right,
That's a good
Jason.
name too.
Yep, and then
Everything but the kitchen sink.
it had everything in it, and so I sent him some sauces, and he reviewed the sauces.
So you taught Mike Gardner all this stuff, me laugh out loud.
But so yeah, we started really connecting with Late for Work, and now we do a lot, man. We do a lot of collaborations and stuff, and we're just like, you know, we're all on Tincture Tuesday. Miller. Shortly after that is when we met Thomas and
Wait, while you're on Late for Work, let me just say we appreciate that your autism awareness. It's important because actually there's a lot of people that are misdiagnosed as different things or people never know that they're autistic, and there are some challenges that come with that. There's people just don't understand it. So bringing awareness is interesting. Maybe even people that know about it don't know everything about it, especially doctors. Doctors are the biggest problem because they're aware of many different things, but they don't understand autism and the vast spectrum of autism. So they're always misdiagnosing people. For instance, there are people that are autistic that can't talk and never talk, and they can have the like intelligence of a 5-year-old. There are people that are artistic. They're literally geniuses, and people like Elon Musk are suspected of being autistic. Even people like Einstein is suspected of being autistic. But then you have people like Forrest Gump that would be autistic that are, you know, a different intelligence level, just like all other humans.
Right. And
so people that there's just a lot of people that are misunderstood, and it's good to bring awareness to it.
What are you doing? Wait, no, mommy's on video.
Because there's challenges that people have to deal with, and now there's so many more people being diagnosed autistic because of, you know, it might be from vaccines and stuff. I won't go into that, but it's just nice for those people to be looked out for. And it's not a disability. I'm a creationist, not an evolutionist, but I've heard even evolutionists describe it as a next step of evolution, which I don't believe in evolution, so that I believe that's a lie. But there are many advantages to it. It's not a disability; it's just a difference. It's a difference in humans. Right,
that's right. All right, so where we left off, we met Espacante Tomas. Thomas had sent us a message on Instagram. And checked his channel out, and I just fell in love with it, man. So if you guys haven't done so, go over and subscribe. Espacante Tomas, man. No reaction. Well, we gonna get you to react, Thomas. So, anyways, we met a lot of people: Patrick, Larry D, Joshua Maxwell. After that, we'll just keep shouting people out as we go along. So let's get into the seed giveaway, guys. I know y'all been waiting. Now, what I need you to do is, if you did a submission, comment your YouTube, your Instagram handle below. If it's somebody I know, then that's fine. But if the other people are watching that are here for the seed giveaway, comment your, well, I mean.
Can I eat more?
Yeah, hold on. Go ahead. She's in pod monster mode. Go ahead. This is that's a monster of a pod right there. I don't know what it is, but
I didn't get burned at the contest, so yeah. I didn't get any hot peppers yesterday.
For pods, but these ones ain't too bad. So
I'm fiending them.
All right,
not literally fiending. People don't fiend for peppers. It's just you get into the habit of enjoying them every day, and then you don't have them.
Let me read off what seeds you got, guys. Some of these were gifted to me. Some I bought.
I'm just here to hang out with y'all.
All right. So we got seeds. There's like 30 packs or more here. Apocalypse Scorpion. Big Red Mama, never got to planting it last year. Bought those, never got around to it. Arcade Death Doglet Chocolate. Those are from Jimmy Pickles. Thank you, Pickles. Isolated. Peach Ghost, double batch.
This is good.
Andy's Chocolate Unreaper. Super hot one. All right, Maruga Scorpion, red.
What's this again? This is really good.
I don't know. That one's got some heat though. Crazy Head Chocolate. Never even had that one. Another one from Pickles. Aji Marchit. This was a freebie. Thank you, Mr. Pickles. 7-Pot Douglas. I don't want nothing to do with it. That pepper is brutal. That's hot. Maruga Red Monster. Courtesy of Jimmy Pickles. Fish pepper. These were from Canada. They were a trade. 7-Pot Primo Chocolate. Gator Jigsaw. It's a lot of seeds. Naga Brain Jigsaw. That's in my dinner tonight. I put a huge one in my lasagna, and man, it lit it up. Bujalokia Peach WH. I think those are from Justin White. Maybe it's one of his crosses. I don't know. Big Peach Mama. That's a hot one. Yellow Naga. One of my favorite peppers right there. What's that say? M.A. Wartrix?
M.A. Wartrix Peach.
M.A. Wartrix Peach. Excellent pod.
Could you have
Dragon's
my
Breath.
Soup? I never finished it.
Amnesia. Careful. 7-Pot. What's that say?
7-Pot Brain Strain Yellow. Wait, I want to
Oh.
read whatever's under it.
It says capsicum Shenanigans. Brain strain yellow. 7-Pot brain strain. Aji Lemon Drop. Double pack. Chocolate Ghost. Double pack. 7-Pot Evergreen. Naga Dorset Red. MOA Scotch Bonnet, yellow. Apocalypse Scorpion, red. The first one was a chocolate apocalypse. And chocolate bootleg. So that's a lot of seeds right there. Somebody's going to win all of those. Whoever was on the Instagram post. I'm going to tell you to comment. If I pick your name, you have to comment. Okay? What? Go ahead, eat the rest of mine.
This?
Yeah. The yellow one's hot. I don't remember the name of it. The guy told me to
It's
save
perfectly
seeds,
hot. It is not.
It's got a good...
It is fire. It's fruity. It's very little bitterness. You got to find out what this is.
I don't know, but I Simon gave me that. He told me he's got seeds. He said if I didn't save them, he told me save seeds from it though.
Oh my gosh. I might never be able to eat it again if I eat all the seeds. Oh my gosh, there's only one seed left.
I don't care. Eat it. I can get more seeds for it. Don't go ahead. That is a good pepper though. All right, guys. So we're gonna pick the winner right now. We got all the names here cut out on strips. Remember, you got to be present right now to win. So we're gonna pick until we win.
Check it.
Oh crap! One fell out. Hold on. Oh, another one fell out. Hold on. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it.
Shake it.
All right, let's go in. We just pick one random one. Show you guys.
I'm the generation of outcasts.
What's that say?
Toxic exotic.
Toxic Exotic Spice. Are you on? You got 1 minute to comment. Actually, you got 30 seconds. That's DJ. Toxic. I haven't seen you comment
Yo,
on
DJ.
here. So I'm imagining that you're not here because I haven't seen anything from him yet. But I told everybody 5 o'clock we're live. You got to be present. This is interactive, man. If you don't want to hang out with me, you don't get no free seeds. Walker, Texas Peppers in the building.
What's up?
All right. Toxic. All right. Toxic is now the Toxic Avenger in the garbage.
We met Walker Texas Pepper from him commenting on our videos, right?
Yes, and we're still giving shout outs. We're gonna talk about that too. Walker Texas Pepper, man, he was recommended to us on YouTube, and then we seen him reviewing stuff from Jimmy Pickles. So we've been with Walker Texas Pepper from the beginning, watching his channel. And guys, let me tell you something. If you think that the big channels blow you up, that's not always the case. Okay? We've had people from Roger Hot Dang Show, who's got a huge channel. We've had people, Johnny Scoville, shouting us out. We've seen some engagement afterwards. But Walker Texas Pepper, with less than 100 followers, reviewed one of our sauces, and our channel got a lot of subscribers from that. So, goes to show you, man, you can do big things. So thank you, Walker.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah, Walker actually, he hooked us up with a good amount of subscribers, and we tried to do the same with him. All right, picking again. I can't see what it says. Maybe you can.
Did you close your eyes?
I can't.
Citrus East.
Citrus East, are you there? I haven't seen you commenting either. Citrus East, you did comment. You did all you needed to do on Instagram, but if you're not, what's up, Miller? Miller, just in time, man. We're doing the picking right now. So if you know how this goes, man. These guys sleep. They don't get on the video. They don't want to win nothing. You know, they want to comment on something, and then you chase them down.
Don't be rude about it.
I'm not being rude.
People forget about stuff and they're busy.
Well, we put up a post today on every platform, even here. So hey.
That's Sunday,
right.
dude. People are doing
Citrus
that.
East is not here. Let's pick again. I know we got a couple people that entered the contest watching. Who's that?
I can't see backwards.
The Susan Chronicles. Susan! We are desperately seeking Susan. Get into the groove, boy. You got to prove you're looking me out. All right. Susan isn't
There's
here.
no reason to be singing, Madonna.
I don't think Susan is here. That yellow potty was beautiful. I got a nice burn going from it. Not in panic mode, though.
It's very good.
All right. I don't see the Susan Chronicles. You got to comment, I'm here, and your Instagram handle. Well, you don't have to comment that.
What's this?
I don't know. Go ahead and eat it since you're in pod mode right now. I got a hot one for you somewhere around. No, I put it in my food. Oh, I got
I'm
something.
going to get cab cramps, but I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm going to
don't.
stop prepping for peppers and just get cab cramps.
All right, let's get these back in the hat. Shake it, shake it. Oh man. See, I'm trying to just be transparent here with the hat.
Close your eyes before you reach in.
I can't see anyway. I can't see.
I know. I just
I
don't want
can't
people
see.
to wonder. I'm not wondering.
That's a
I just
short
don't want them to
name.
wonder.
Kevin K. Kevin, are you still here? Comment, I'm here. Kevin.
Pickles wants more singing.
Kevin is always here. But Kevin K, you have to comment. 'Cause I can't show any kind of favoritism. If you don't comment in 1 minute, then I have to swing it for somebody else. Kevin, I know you're here, Kevin. He just commented like 5 minutes ago.
Well, if he was here then, that should count.
There he is. The winner of the seed giveaway goes to Kevin Kodo. Ohana means family. Thank you, Kevin, so much, man.
Hey,
So
Kevin,
much.
I've got family in Hawaii too.
She does, actually, yeah.
I was about to live in Hawaii. I had some family that's going to adopt me to live there.
Kevin commented, I'm here twice. I seen the first one, buddy. No, I love you. Hey, Kevin, I'll get these sent out on Wednesday. Hein Vu, he's got some products coming, and I'm going to give him some seeds also for, he won the second place. Oh, by the way, Miller, and since Pickles is watching this, hey, all the judges are here, guys, so we'll talk about that real quick. So the judges were, for the Get Jode contest, Mrs. Bullcow, Jimmy Pickles, and Heat My Shorts. They did not know who the pods belonged to. I think it was Pickles, and anyways, They both agreed on one and both agreed on another. Now, Hein Vu's Primo was not ripened yet at the time, but he did send me a picture of it ripened, but it was past September 1st when he sent it. So he's fine with the second place. Miller got first place with that purple pod. That's who the winner is. And that was 2 out of 3 judges agreed on that. And yeah, so I'm just being open, man. It was, but yes, I'm friends with Miller, but I had nothing to do with picking that. I sent the pictures to Pickles, to Steve, and then showed my wife and said, pick your favorite 2 pods. And the way it worked out was perfect. And so, yes, that
if
is
I'd known it was that Miller guy, I would have never picked it.
So, Miller, I'll give you a call later, and I'll get you some stuff shipped out, and then I'll send you some Cash App, whatever, however you want to do it. So, yeah, man, 1 year wrap-up. So, where are we going? We learned a lot in the past year. If you guys watch, some of you guys were tuned into our growing videos. We did pretty good. I had some problems. I was double topping my plants so I could put them out front and they stay bushy. So there was some issues where they kept trying, it was way too traumatic on the plant. So I had a little bit of nutrient lockout on a few.
It's hard going in pots. We have no choice.
Yeah, but still in all, man, we got the raised beds that we did good, really good with those. We got a lot of compliments from growers that have really been like, man, you're doing great and stuff. Thank you, Pickles, for the advice, and anything I've talked to Ink Gardener has given me good advice. Miller too, all that I've talked to, and they gave me advice on the stuff. This was our first year growing from seed, guys. We grew before we bought seedlings, but they didn't have enough, variety. Although we did get some good ones.
He said we, but I did absolutely nothing to help.
You said what?
You said we. I said you keep saying we, but I did nothing to help you grow.
No, she just helps eat them. That's all. But yeah, and to get Joe, I'll tell you this, Walker, you still got yours coming up and stuff. There are a lot of apocalypse scorpions in those seeds, so that's what a lot of the people were. Some of them might have been off pheno, but the majority of those seeds were apocalypse scorpions because that's the plants. I had 2 of them plants, and I give those to Mrs. Bulcott. You can have it. Let me try a little bite. It's really good.
Can you check the baby's diaper?
Yeah. But I talked to him for a minute. Let me go check her.
I'll talk about the way people perceive chili head for a second. Because people that aren't chili heads, they don't know nothing about what we do. And I don't care. I don't care if anybody knows what it's about. But it's frustrating when you go to like the hot pot. I went to a hot pot eating contest expecting to eat hot pods and said, you're eating really, 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 really mild peppers fast. And then they're patronizing you, acting like you only couldn't eat it because of the hot peppers you ate because your mouth was too on fire to eat fast. But people just don't have any respect for any non-chili have no respect for what we do, and we don't deserve respect. But it would be preferable to not be disrespected slightly. It's not disrespectful that people don't know, but it can be frustrating. I mean, it's not their fault. It's just
attack the money.
It's just they can't know what they don't know. But it reminds me the sport in general. Not talking about the contest anymore. The sport in general kind of reminds me. It's not a sport. It's not called sport, but I'm going to call it a sport. I'm an athlete, and I've been an athlete my whole life from a very young age, all kinds of different sports. And you do some similar things for this as you would in athletics, even though it's not about exercise whatsoever. But it is slightly similar. And there are some cultures, like the Asian cultures, that take it more seriously. But like, we're people that don't eat chili, don't eat pods. See, they usually are just ignoring it because they don't know anything about it, or they're saying, you're going to hurt yourself. What are you doing? That's so stupid. Or just like, why would you put that stuff on your food? Because then you can't even taste your food, because they don't realize when you are used to eating super crazy hot stuff, you can taste flavor. You can. That's why it's good to get a super crazy hot. Somebody who has a crazy high tolerance to review peppers, because then they can taste the subtle flavors that somebody that's just on fire is not going to taste. You know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
But it reminds me of when I used to do competitive cheerleading. Wasn't a cheerleader for a football team. Just singing and doing a few kicks. I was a competitive cheerleader for $1 million company that pumped out athletes, and now competitive cheerleading is in the Olympics and it's still not respected as a sport. But I swear, I didn't say it because it was. I swear, I think we might have been in better shape than a lot of the football players, because we're practicing year round, and we're going like to very, very professional gymnasts to learn all of this very specific stuff, and we're practicing like for hours on end every day. We don't take breaks. We don't get a season off. And I feel like similar when I doing to this, as when people would patronize me for being a cheerleading, not knowing that I could probably arm wrestle them and win. I'm not just, I'm just not about just pom-poms, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, pods, people with a high level of tolerance, yeah, it's just a silly thing we do for fun and we enjoy it, and there's no respect deserved. However, we work very hard too, and it's if you want to put us in a pod contest, or just comment at us, or if you're just a family member giving your opinion, I think people should look in. Like, it would be nice if they knew what was going on, because they just don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, people were saying, like they were saying yesterday about how it's harder because the jalapeno. You just ate all those hot ones,
and the jalapeno is so hot.
It's got so much water in it, and it's making the capsaicin from going.
Yeah.
No, it's too much damn vegetable, man.
I know for a fact that there's no way in hell the man saying that is a pepperhead.
No.
You can just tell when they're just giving their opinion.
And their jalapenos
not from experience.
Their jalapenos ain't hot. Listen, they're this big. No exaggeration. And my daughter Eliza ate a whole one, and she doesn't like hot stuff.
If you talk to a company and they're going to put on a hot pepper eating contest, try to give them some advice or something. They shouldn't be. It's like if a 90-year-old man, you put 90-year-old men in charge of designing teenagers' clothes. Like, there needs to be people in charge of doing the pepper contest that know what it's about. Just really talk to somebody, get some advice.
All right, so listen, look, with that, before I forget, so we're talking real quick, then we're going to get going because Sergeant Dunn is going to be on live in about 10 minutes. Miller's going to be doing a wing challenge later, too.
Nice.
So I put it away. I washed it. So listen, check this out real quick. Where are we going? Where direction after 1 year is... Thank you, Jason. All right, so after 1 year, basically, here's where we're at. We are going to continue to review pods and do, hot sauces and all that kind of good stuff. We're not going to be doing as many. I mean, there was times where I was doing 2 to 3 videos a day. It takes up, even though it's like, sometimes it's not an issue. If I review a sauce with my breakfast, be careful. There you go. It's the same comment. I'll review a sauce with my breakfast, then I get a pod, and that I bring to work with me or something. I don't mind. But so you guys have seen that we have cut back on the nighttime videos a little bit. It's very hard, just keeping up. We're going to always keep content, but we are going to condense it. So we're actually going to maybe start editing more videos.
And maybe do one a week, because we figured out that's better.
Yeah, of course. They have us some shadow bans, so we're on a video cap right now. So we can only get so many views per week, no matter how many videos we make. If I make 10 videos, I get the same amount of views if I make one. So we'll be making videos still. Don't worry about that. We are going to be launching our hot sauce company in 2023 officially. So
That's
whatever
the plan.
sauces that we put out there for R&D,
But many are the plans of the
when
main
those
part,
run
but
out, guys,
God's plans that matter.
they're gone. So if you guys, if you need sauces, get them now. And you know, whatever, hang on to them. If you put some stash away, I do all the time. I buy 2 bottles of a lot of things. I just got a tank from Ink Gardner. I said I want at least 2. Last time I got them, 4 of the same tank. I like to have stuff. If it's something good, I want to make sure I got enough of it. So, but the direction is this with the chili eating contest, we're gonna put on our own. We grow our own freaking peppers. We got 1 million friends on here that grow peppers that'll send us stuff if we need it. And we're just going to do our own pepper eating contest. There's no reason for us to wait and all year to go to something freaking shit show like this where they didn't even go to the Reaper. They go to a Hungarian wax pepper. This
The
big,
hottest thing I got to eat
then
was
a
a ghost
jalapeno.
pepper, and
Yeah,
then they
and
would
that
tell me
was
that
a
I
week.
tapped out because I was too on fire.
Yeah, I thought she was burning from a ghost
And
pepper.
I was very polite. I didn't even bother going into it. I was just like,
The video's up. And guys, if you watch the video and you see at the end where I told the guy go to hell, of course I don't mean to go to hell.
I don't know why he said that.
I said he didn't like what I said
And who
because
was he
listen,
talking to? Who are you talking
this was the freaking photographer that took the bad pictures of you, and that's why he did it. He took bad pictures of my wife, and he stood in the way of my.
It's not his fault.
Hold
I'm
on
not
a second.
photogenic.
Hold on a second. Let me tell you, he took good pictures of everybody else. Listen, the guy didn't like us from the beginning. He stood in front of my camera, and I asked him to move over 2 inches. That's it. He wasn't even supposed to be standing where he was. There was cones there. And I asked him to move over 2 inches, and he gave me a dirty look, and he moved 1 inch. Okay? And then my daughter Eliza was standing there, and he kept on trying to, like, squeeze her out so she couldn't see her mother eat hot peppers. The guy was a capital D-I-C-K. And so whatever case may be.
I don't like it when people don't like kids. That's just shame on them.
It was a jerk, man. It was, you know what I'm saying? And that's those guys that, listen, whatever. We don't need them. Okay, I don't care about that. I went there to buy some hot sauces and see some friends, some local hot sauce makers. That these people love me, man. I promote their products, and I mean, like we have a good time and stuff. And she wanted to get in the competition.
It's great hanging out with y'all.
Yeah,
it wasn't that great hanging out with some of the people yesterday.
No, we hung out with some good people yesterday. We met some good people, but
I met tons of great people.
Still in all that was like the know-it-alls that are like, oh yeah, jalapenos will burn you and all this. It's like,
it wasn't their fault.
They're not hot, man. Like
it's not people's fault if they don't know, and we're not.
Yeah.
We're not saying anything bad about it. It's just nice to talk to people who do know.
Hold on a second. Yeah, you want to ask me why I've got 40 or more pounds of jalapenos frozen? Why would I freeze jalapenos? Why would I freeze jalapenos when you can get jalapenos year-round in the grocery store? Tell me why. Because these guys around here get their jalapenos from where? From Bailey Farms, the one that did the pepper contest yesterday. They're not hot. They don't taste like a jalapeno. They taste like a green pepper. Exactly. I get my jalapenos from a local farm. They're hot.
And he's correct. Because of water content, it would have made it worse if I was burning.
If you're burning, yeah.
I got to eat a ghost pepper.
Yeah, these guys.
I mean, I eat hellhammers every day. So why would I get lit up off of a ghost pepper?
Let me tell you something. If Johnny Scoville was there like last year he didn't get in the competition, but he would have this year if he was there. If he got in that competition, Johnny Scoville would have lost. Okay?
We're not
most League of Fire people would have lost.
We're not bitter about the competition. I don't care about winning.
Nah, but still, let my wife get burnt, man.
It's just been nice if it was like, if it felt like a competitive event, if it felt more fun, like I actually went to a chili head thing. It felt like I went to like a farmer's market.
Watch the video. You see all them people tap out. They moved the table and everything, and then only 4 people got up on the stage after that.
It felt like a country fair. You know, it's just.
And they did a Reaper.
Watermelon contest.
Hold up, they did a Reaper. Then the one guy told me they went back to a jalapeno again. So they did jalapeno. Then they go up. Then they went to habanero, chocolate hob. Then a ghost. Then they go back to this huge jalapeno. Then a Reaper. Then back to the jalapeno again. That's not a chili eating competition, man. You start off with the milder pepper. I'm telling you, when I do mine, I'm gonna start off with a Thai chili.
They can't.
It's small.
They
It's
can't
got
know
heat.
when they don't eat hot, super hot.
Well, it doesn't matter.
They just need to. They just need to get somebody's advice.
This is why you see nobody.
Or maybe they just don't want it to be a super hot eating
The
contest.
only chili head that was known by anyone up there was her, and Mrs. Boca ain't that famous, okay? Why do you think none of the famous people, why are none of the chili heads, League of Fire guys, nothing at this event where you got over 1,000 people watching that chili eating contest? It's very simple. Because it's a freaking vegetable swallowing contest.
Don't sound angry.
I'm not sounding angry, but look, if I were to weigh out the amount of hot peppers they have versus
I don't think people know.
non-hot
I don't
jalapenos,
think people know about it though, because Johnny tried to do it last year, and he didn't see the contest. That they just wouldn't let him in it. So I think his assumption was that they wouldn't let him in because they thought he would just stomp everybody. But they probably don't even know who he is. They just don't know about this stuff.
well, no, he didn't sign up in time, just like you didn't last year. But they
He
let
did
her.
not sign up in time, but I don't think he knew that's why they wouldn't let him in. I think he thought that they were scared for him to be in it, but I don't
That's the
even
way
think
it
they
looks.
knew who he was.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, pepperheads are not famous. We just know who each other are. But these people need to like just look into it a little bit. Watch a few videos before they do their contest. That would be.
Thank you, Jason.
I mean, they have a big business. They should try and learn a little bit about their
What's up, Patrick?
the sub community,
Shout out to Patrick.
and make money off of us.
Yeah, Patrick was mad. He's seen the video. Yeah, Patrick, we gave you a shout out too, man. As somebody that supported the channel, we appreciate you too, Patrick. Patrick's a madman. Patrick, you need to burn with Tomas. Now, Patrick, he eats some crazy hot stuff,
Hey,
man.
that's a good idea. Us super hot pepper eaters, we should start looking for jobs. We should start calling pepper companies and be like, do you want somebody that knows a lot about peppers to review your stuff and tell you about pepper? People eat lots of peppers. Like, so these companies need to know this. I don't think these big, giant pepper companies even know anything about the pepper community, just like me and Chris didn't know anything about last year.
Hey, it's 1 minute to 6 o'clock. We're jumping
We
off.
might be able to get
We're jumping off here,
a
guys.
little bit of jobs being
Thank
like
you for-
advisors.
We're going to watch Sergeant Dunn in 1 minute,
Sergeant
guys.
Dunn.
Sergeant Dunn,
Go to
beef
Sergeant
jerky,
Dunn.
2-year anniversary for his business. Congratulations, Sergeant Dunn. We love you guys. Thank you for joining and watching us. We're going to hop over to Sergeant Dunn right now and watch him go live. And then later after that, we got Miller doing a wing challenge. We'll watch him get wrecked and do the Miller run.